my question is to you: how impressed are you with Kenny Pickett, and how excited are you working with a quarterback going into his second season?
I'm too happy. Definitely with Kenny. I know he's a younger quarterback, so like, I know it's work that still need to be done, but that's just, it just takes time. And playing with a younger quarterback like that, a quarterback that to do it all with his feet or whatever, it's kind of crazy how you ask that question, because I mentioned today in practice, I was just like, bro, it's different. Like how an NFL quarterback throws it and a college quarterback. I'm not saying Stetson don't put it on like with heat, like how Kenny do, but
different velocity.
Yeah.
No question.
It's coming. So, just Kenny being my quarterback is I'm blessed to have him. For me to whatever, if that's in protection or if that's running a route for him, I'm blessed to have him. In the backfield. So,
and speaking of quarterbacks, how you talked about is different from college quarterbacks than NFL quarterbacks. Think about it, how it is for a defensive back. When we're used to a quarterback throwing those lollipops, throwing those balls with less velocities, not being able to
them
fit
deep outs, they can't really get there.
They really can't fit those balls in those tight windows. Coming here in the big boy leagues, they can make every single throw.
Every throw. It don't even matter. When you think you got it, you really don't got it.
Hey, and crazy thing about a crazy throw, I was watching what year was the Super Bowl that Green Bay and Denver played in? Was that 96?
Man, that was out in California.
Yeah,
San Diego. That could have been 96, 97.
Anyway, I'm watching the game, right? Watching the first drive, saw my boy Leroy Butler. Leroy Butler. And I did see what he was talking about. Sorry, Darnell, to get off topic right now. But I did see what he was talking about when he said Brett was calling heads. Mm-hmm. And the ref called, it was 98, January 98. And they end up calling tails because Leroy, he called heads as well.
Mm-hmm.
And they end up being tails. And I can't remember who was the ref. He was like, yep, Green Bay, they wanted to toss this, that, and other, but they technically did not win the toss. But anyway, long story short, Brett Favre made this throw. I think it was like 3rd and goal. And they ran like a simple star route into the boundary. But he made this throw, bro. It was no way he should have made this throw. But he threw this ball over. Who's the Hall of Fame safety? Atwater's.
Steve Atwater.
Yep. He threw this ball right over Atwater's shoulder, bro. It was so beautiful. And that just goes to show you the difference between college quarterbacks and the NFL quarterbacks, that they can make any throw imaginable, just like home is right now.
No question. Hey, you talking about Kenny Pickett coming in year 2, another up-and-coming big-time baller for the offense. Your former teammate at Georgia, George Pickens. You know what I mean? The fans caught a glimpse of what he can do in his Steelers uniforms. But what do you think his potential is in year 2 for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and knowing him as much as you do throughout your time in Athens?
His potential is ain't no roof on it, like with him. Like I saw him in Georgia, like do crazy stuff against. Y'all, you're like the defense that we just had.
Yeah, y'all got some dudes.
Yeah. So against one of the top people in the nation. At that league, college league, whatever. But it's crazy. Just like his ball skills is crazy. Like I can't even explain it. You know how DBs like play through their hands or, things like that. Like with him, like I saw him times he'll fake act like he's like the ball's fading him, and he'll just cut in. Like what the hell? Like at the last moment. But it's just like his ball skills just makes him unique, like when people say, "Oh, I have crazy ball skills," like he legit has it.
Yeah.
So with this upcoming season, man, expect the world from him. Like I say,
Well, let me piggyback off that real quick, Pat P. He said expect the roll out of George Pickens. What can we expect when you talk about an offense with a second-year quarterback in Kenny Pickett, a improved offensive line, year 3 for Najee Harris, George Pickens, Deontay Johnson, Pat Freiermuth, and yourself?
Yes.
Like what should we expect?
Don't forget,
huh?
Dante. Don't forget.
Deontay
Robinson.
Man, listen, Allen. I forgot about Allen Robinson. For the fans that are checking us out on YouTube, you kind of had to get fired up listening to the names. I mean, we're talking about young studs, young dudes.
Right.
Year 2, Kenny Pickett. Year 2, George. Year 3, Najee. Deontay, I think he's in 5 or 6. Allen Robinson, a savvy vet that can disperse knowledge. Yourself, big fella. I mean, a unicorn. Pat Freiermuth is coming in year 3?
Yes.
Like, man, what should we expect? Big fella, Darnell, what should we expect?
I mean, I ain't trying to, I'm more of a humble dude, so I ain't finna,
Well, okay.
Hey.
But since I had the luxury since I don't play.
I don't
have to exercise no humility.
What's your expectations, Matt?
And my expectations is when we got 80 out there who's 6'7", 4'6".
Mac.
You talking about you got Pat who out there, red zone killer. We can just come out in 12 personnel and tell the defense if you come out in regular personnel, which is your base, we're gonna throw it because we got 2 tight ends that are a matchup issue for anybody. And if you come out in nickel, you saw what big fella and Broderick did in Athens. Anytime they lined up on the same side, that left side, boy, they gave whoever was in front of them hell.
Hey, they was taking a ride, huh, Mac?
Man, you had 2 tackles basically coming down the teeth of that edge, setting the edge. And you know what coaches say? You lose contain, you lose the game.
Yes, sir. Hey, and you talking about losing contain. What game was that, Darnell, that you caught like this? It was like this drag route.
And he jumped over somebody?
Man, what game was that?
That was against LSU. Or the Oregon, yeah.
Yeah, I remember the team wearing all white, if I'm not mistaken, or all gray.
That could have been Oregon. That was in the Mercedes Dome, Benz Dome.
Yes. It was like the first game of the season.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a killer. That was a killer play to see a big fella.
Oh man,
put him up and put him down.
Yeah,
jump over somebody.
No question.
That's when I saw it. Yeah, this guy got real athleticism right here.
What's your thought process? Because you 6'7", anybody who lines up across from you is probably going to be smaller than you. Like, what's going through your mind? Either if you had the line of scrimmage, hand in the dirt, you got a DN who's smaller than you, a linebacker, or if you split out wide, you got a little DB trying to cover you. Like, what are you thinking about? Like, boy, barbecue chicken, or are you like, man? Like what's going through your mind when you know you got a matchup that's in your favor, and it's either a run and you got to block them, or if it's a pass, you got to run a route on them. What are you thinking about?
It really just depends. Like if it's a run, I always think back to the fundamentals. So, but I always think of me making a play. It's like that's something our tight end coach preach at Georgia, competitive excellence. Whenever your number's called, make the play. So, and I also just like to fill him out. Like it just depending, like if he's more like a hands-on, like if you like to get physical, okay, we're gonna get physical. So really just depends what kind of player he is. And, I like to do my homework before each game.
I like that.
So yeah, I mean, I didn't take it either way. I know I'm bigger than him. If it's a linebacker, I just like to lean him. Definitely So I always lean since I'm a bigger dude. And at the last second, I give them the little chicken. Like they're not gonna call it a little chicken lean. So I'm gonna give it to them, create that separation and like win on a route, whatever it may be. But yeah, it really just depends on what kind of player they is and things like that.
No doubt.